Okay, Jamal, how are you? Why are you here today?
I'm good. Good as it could be. We just gathered here in San Francisco, making awareness about the Tigray genocide. We're approaching the Twitter building, so we're trying to encourage people to use the hashtag 200 days of Tigray genocide, hashtag 200 days of Tigray genocide, or hashtag Tigray 200 days hashtag Tigray genocide. So we're trying to make sure everybody we're trying to make sure everybody tweets.
Dennis.
We're trying to make sure everybody tweets it, so everybody can have an awareness and take action. Basically, the resolution 97, Senate resolution 97 was passed recently, so that's a step in the right direction. But at the same time, we need action to be taken. So now that the resolution is passed, are they gonna take action? So we need to monitor it. Just because the resolution is passed, it doesn't mean this is over. So we need to monitor it, make sure that they're acting on the resolution, and if they're not acting on the resolution, we need to keep doing this. So I just want to encourage everybody to keep coming out. We haven't won yet. We need to go to the end. So make sure you come out to all the protests, make your voice heard, and then if your voice is not heard, if let's say when they said Eritrean troops out of Tigray, we were happy because, we thought they might listen, but, they don't listen. The only language that the Eritrean army and the Ethiopian army understand is force. So we're trying to make sure the USA puts force, whether it's by sanction, whether it's by putting troops on the ground, whatever it is, you need to use force because dictators only understand the muscle. That's it. They don't understand any peace words. So we're trying to force the dictators to leave Tigray. We're trying to force the Ethiopian troops to leave Tigray, the Amara militias to leave Tigray, the Eritrean troops to leave Tigray, and all invaders to leave Tigray. We want to restore Tigray back and make Tigray a free nation.
So what's the plan for the next two consecutive days here, and what's the tomorrow's plan actually?
So tomorrow's plan is we're gonna be on the Golden Gate Bridge. By the way, the Golden Gate Bridge is red. So, our flag is red and yellow, so that's a beautiful scene. So we're trying to pass out the message to the Americans. Now all the government officials know. They know, and they're talking about it too. So we're trying to make sure that the citizens know. So the citizens can force their local governments, their federal governments into acting. Because if they don't act, the U.S. citizens are who votes for them. So we need to show that other than Tigrayan Americans, we need to show there is white Americans, black Americans, Mexicans, everybody is with us. So to do that, we need to educate them on what's going on because nobody supports genocide at the end of the day. Nobody with the right mind supports genocide. So we're trying to make those people with the right mind understand so, they help us stop this genocide. It's been 200 days. Tomorrow is going to be 200 days. And it's never been any genocide that took this long. So we're trying to stop this, once and for all, so we don't have to deal with this. And one thing that we want everybody in the USA, all people, in Ethiopia, anybody needs to know, we're not going to stop until Tigray is free. So this is going to go on as long as we are free.
Do you have any message for Tigray defense force, for Tigray people, and for Ethiopian people also?
Well, I'm going to start with my message for Tigray people and TDF, Tigray Defense Forces. My message is keep doing what y'all doing. Y'all doing awesome. You're winning on the ground. And for one region to go against 2-3 countries fully loaded with all their military backed up by drones and everything, like this has never been seen. You guys are making history that has never been seen ever. I don't care about what war that happened before. This is like the Spartans, the 300 Spartans that took over thousands of soldiers. That's what's happening in Tigray right now. So history is being made, and I want y'all to keep doing what y'all doing because we're here. We're going to be here to the end. We're not working. We stopped our jobs. Most of the Tagaru right now, they pretty not working. This is our new work now. This is our new job now. So we're going to be there to the end. This is for my Tagaru. And then to the Ethiopian people, at this point, I just want to say, we've tried to reach out to the understanding Ethiopians, but it's not many of them, And at this point, I don't even want to say we're begging for Eritrean troops out of Tigray. Ethiopian troops out of Tigray. None of that. At this point, we're gonna fight. We're gonna kick them out of Tigray. We're gonna kick Eritrean troops out of Tigray. We're gonna kick Amhara militia out of Tigray. And we want the Ethiopians to understand, when we prevail, we remember everybody that was on the side of the dictator. We remember. We got documents. We got pictures. We got videos. We got everything. We remember. We remember you, and we'll never forget. This has been a stain, and we'll never forget that. This is the message to my Ethiopians. We will never forget how you guys stayed silent throughout this whole massacre that's happening in your own country to your own brothers and sisters, mothers and fathers. And we remember that. That's what I want to say. We'll never forget.
Thank you so much. So I know we have the deceived prime minister who is already known now that he's a dictator along with Isaias Afwerki. But right now we need to fight them. And then the SR-97. I know you mentioned the SR-97 Senate already passed. So right now you are asking for Biden to do action. Right?
Action.
I
That's
just want
it.
to emphasize that.
Because at this point, it's not even about Tigray. The USA made a decision. And the USA made a decision. And if that decision is not followed through, this is a disrespect for the USA. Then what can the USA do? If the USA makes a decision and it's not followed through, then they cross the red line. So the USA needs to act to protect its own reputation at this point, because the reputation of the USA will be like on the line. Because by you saying you need to leave Tigray for the Eritrean troops, you need to do investigation that's unhindered, humanitarian access, and if all of these are not respected, that means the Ethiopian and the Eritrean government are not listening to the USA. So at this point, it needs to become between the USA and Eritrea and Ethiopia. And the USA needs to do what the USA has been doing for many years and practicing its power, and make sure the rules that are made, the worldwide rules that are made, get respected.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it, Mr. Jamal. Do you have any other message that I didn't ask you to pass for to relay for our diaspora force? You know, to act how to behave like this. You know, I know it's been peaceful protest, and they are doing peaceful protest. They are following the rules, and the police officer in Sanfrancisco is actually doing a great job. Yep. So, what do you say for San Francisco police and Oakland and Bay Area police and the people of Bay Area? I know they have a lot of businesses. We are going like through this old street. They've been patient with us. So what's your message for our people in San Francisco and Bay Area?
Oh man, just for San Francisco, Bay Area people, police, we want to say thank you, because we are able to shut down the whole street and make our voices heard. So in general, not only San Francisco, the past 6-7 months has been amazing in America, because this shows that we are able to go out and speak when our brothers and sisters, fathers and mothers back home cannot speak. So we really want to thank the U.S. for giving us this platform to speak without having to die back home like we do. Because you speak back home, you die. Back in Tigray, you speak, you die. So we have the ability to speak without having to die, without having to worry about our safety. And this is how democracy is practiced, and we appreciate it. And not only from San Francisco, but the USA is holding it down. We just want the USA to take actions now. Like the US been taking actions, but now we need to make sure those laws that are put in line needs to be respected. The resolution that passed needs to be acted on. That's all we're asking. But we just want to thank the Americans and the police and everybody that's been on our side. In fact, they said, you know, we are one of the easiest people to deal with because we have no violence. You know, when cops used to come 6-7 months ago, they came geared up thinking it's going to be violence because they see all these movements that have violence. But now they know what Tagaru people is about. We're about peace and love. We're not about violence. Everything is done the right way, organized the right way, no violence. We do it the right way, and we move how it should be done. So we are actually an example of how protests should be done. And the protests are being really effective. Resolution 97 was passed because of the protest. So you don't have to be violent to pass your message. So we have passed so many messages and got so much done. We're not at the end yet, but we're moving forward. And yeah, so let's just keep on peaceful. And that's all I can say.
Thank you so much.
All right, thank you.
All right, so this is Cyber Power of Tigray Media. Here we're in San Francisco. Security, justice for Tigrayans in Ethiopia, along with Cyber Power of Tigray. We've been doing a great job in going all guiding the main guidelines for the protest. The organizers has been working with us, and the peaceful protest has been done well. The police officers are also cooperating with us because they know that our protest is peaceful. So this is Cyber Power of Tigray live broadcasting from the downtown of San Francisco Bay Area. So we will broadcast more the protest and the actions going to. Also tomorrow we will have one from San Francisco downtown going to the Golden Gate Bridge. I think tomorrow is going to be a big protest as well, and tomorrow will be like 200 days of genocide on Tigray. So this never heard of. This is the stupid genocide that the Ethiopian government, the Amhara militia, and the Eritrean troops are doing this for Tigray people. So the SR 97 has already passed by the Senate, and we need the unilateral action to be done on those invaders. We need to get out of those invaders from Tigray. And Tigray people deserves a peaceful life like others. So this has been done in Kosovo. This has been done in other countries. And the United States and the Senate needs to go to action immediately. This is what we are asking. We are not only the Tigrayan people here. We are Tigrayan Americans. We are using our constitution rights. So Ethiopians, still we are Ethiopians, but we are being killed and being invaded, being raped, looting our properties, and our people has been displaced, and more than 5 million people are in urgent need right now in Tigray. So for this, we need to have an action. We are asking the United States to do the action right away. Thank you so much, Cyber Power of Tigray Media from San Francisco, Ephraim Mesfin. Appreciate it.